One of the most storied venues in college football, Notre Dame Stadium in South Bend, Indiana. It's the Ole Miss Rebels and the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rose.
Here in South Bend, this is one of the most revered college campuses and college football shrines. You know, touchdown Jesus, all of the excitement at Notre Dame Stadium. You hear the echoes of the Irish every time you step on the field. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Notre Dame lining up to kick off and get this one started. Coming out with it, it's Alexander. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Got a little room. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Well, I'd say that's quite a way to make an early statement. Take the opening kickoff and run it all the way back for a touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Mobley. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The give is to Williams. Navigates that mass of bodies and gets 4 out to the 17.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Carr. Caught by Williams on the left. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Motion from the wideout. Got a little grass. The 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Irish.
And that is the easiest touchdown pass that guy is ever going to throw. The little touch pass, jet sweep. And how about the speed out in the open field? Man, David, quarterbacks love those. Those are stat builders.
And defensively, man, we've got to see that. We've got to adjust. Safeties have to be able to come down and play that jet sweep. It's frustrating when you see them not adjust. And then, listen, you could see it, the wheels. I mean, that dude had some speed when he got around the corner, and nobody could catch him. But defensively, we've got to see that a second sooner so we can come up and make a play.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish with a 62-yard pass for the score. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Lacey. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire play.
Breaks into the open. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. Would they go for a big play on 1st and 10? Off the play fake. Under fire. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Motion from the wide receiver. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. With the catch, it's Alexander. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. The Rebels peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Running the red zone, it's Lacy.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Here's a heat. They get to him as he throws. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a 1st and goal.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Fielded in the end zone. It's Mobley. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Running inside, it's Williams. Nudges ahead for 1 out to the 16.
I think there's a couple schools of thought in how you run the football and how you throw the football. Like some people say, I run the football to set up the throw, right? To get people aggressive. But this offense kind of took it the other direction, right? They came out throwing the football, now softened them up. Now let's see if they can start to get that ground.
There he goes. Rolled into enemy territory and all the way to the 44-yard line.
Man, you gotta love when your offenses start to get to this point and they see coverages. They understand cover 2. Cornerback wants to sit in the flats. Safety in the middle of the field. Where's the hole? How can I exploit it? Nice job, receiver running straight down the sidelines, and the timing of the ball right between the corner and the safety. That's really good execution by this offense.
Rides to back and leaves it. He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again. From the gun on 3rd down, Carr takes it on the shuffle. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. We've put 1 in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Complete to the left. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Wants to throw, it's Carr. Caught. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you can get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive gain.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Notre Dame! Looking for the tie with the extra point.
And I like this offense not panicking, executing on this drive, and driving down the field and tying this football game up. I love the no panic, just stay chill, and now we got ourselves a football game.
And he's going to bring this one out. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. So the Rebels come out to get this drive started. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Under fire. Bought a little time, lets it go. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
And when you're a quarterback, man, I know wide receivers are great athletes and they're supposed to catch everything that gets near them, but when you don't put it right on the center, when they're running a lot of times, it just makes it a little bit more difficult. And I think he did that a little bit too much for his wide receiver right there.
Bringing the heat. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
And the defense makes a play, finally. This is a lot of offense early in this football game, a lot of scoring. Need more of this from the defense. Getting to the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, and then when you get him down, you get him behind the sticks. Good things happen for your defense.
And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
They punted away on 4th down. On his way from around the 50. Wow! The ball pops out on the return. And the ball will bounce out of bounds on the fumble.
Start to get that offense going and start having success, you've got to make sure when you get closer to the scoring range, I take care of that football. If you don't, coach is going to go you on the sideline, you in the game.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Throwing, Carr. Over the middle, it's Williams. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker. Notre Dame lines up quickly. They're in the gun, 3rd down. Here's Carr. Hauls it in. That'll be enough for a 1st down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. The run inside. It's Lacey. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs later in football game.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on third down. Escapes the pressure going right. Fires on the move. Got the big pause on it, but couldn't hang on. Instead, it'll be fourth down.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They'd given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. Third down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Here's Carr to throw. Complete. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back to throw. It's Carr. He's got the back in the middle. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a first down. Pass completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Williams. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Now we get a timeout taken by the Rebels. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Rushes on him. Got his man on the right. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. The Irish trying to strike gold in this red zone trip. Carr finds his big tight end. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Notre Dame right back to the line. Wants to fire on 2nd down. He's got it on the move. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
I know he's got the height and weight of a tight end, but, man, the way he runs routes and how good he is with the ball in his hands, it just reminds you of a wide receiver. He's so athletic. This is a guy that has a basketball background in high school, and you see it pan out. Every time he has the football, he just looks like the best athlete on the field. For a big guy, very, very unique.
Again, it's Carr. He's got his man. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And, David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Going to take a shot. Brings it in down the left side. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. Ole Miss calls its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. And not much going on downfield. You just get rid of it and live to play another down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball.
Throws toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
And I tell you what, these deep shots, they're so hard to defend. You got to chase the guy all the way down the field and kind of stay in his hip pocket, stay close to him, and then turn your head like he does here and makes a nice play on the football to bat it away.
And it's 3rd down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. And he had just enough to will that one home. They cut into that lead. It's now 28-17. And the Rebels will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Mobley. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like, the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on second and short. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. He's got it. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Nice catch there. You know, I think back to great Golden Domer wide receivers and Tim Brown, who won a Heisman, Rocket Ismail, obviously. How about Jeff Samardzija? There's a name you don't hear very much anymore, but he was awesome for Brady Quinn back in the day. And all those guys had the ability to win one-on-one. Their quarterbacks knew that if they had that matchup outside, they were going to take it. And I think this quarterback feels the same way about that guy. He is just so dynamic outside.
Wants to throw again. Finds his man. It's Flanagan. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half.
A shot toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling your rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly. Haven't seen a lot of balls falling complete, especially deep down the field. That one did, but I'd expect this guy to keep letting it go.
Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Williams. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Throwing, Carr. Lets it fly. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. Got some room to run. The 50. He's at the 40. The 20. He's at the 10. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Rebels.
And that is a critical error by the quarterback at a critical juncture of the game, right, David? This thing's already close, and it's the smallest mistake that could make the difference. That pick 6 certainly hurts his team, but there's a lot of football left, a lot of time left. You've got to be resilient as a quarterback. You have to be able to turn the page and get back out and attack with confidence.
You made a mistake. You're exactly right. We got to flush this. We got to move on. Obviously, the crowd goes nuts. The fans are all into it. The other side's energized. Now you got to go get your head together. Go watch the clip, see what happened. What did I do wrong? You got to get out there and go fix it because you still got a chance to win this ball game.
Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do have it, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
That last completion left them with 2nd and 3. Let's see how aggressive they are. Heel off one deep down the left side. Makes the grab deep. Down inside the 35. Stopped him at the 34. And what an electrifying play.
Well, these two have been absolutely unstoppable in this game, and it just feels like every time this guy drops back to throw, he's throwing it to one guy and one guy only, and the defense cannot stop him. He has been a matchup nightmare all game long.
Here's Carr to throw. On the left side, grabbed by Williams. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. To the air, it's Carr. That's caught. It's Flanagan. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Running inside, it's Williams. Nowhere to go. Same song, second verse, as this defense is ready for this guy.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's 3rd and long. Carr fires to the wideout. He got it, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Irish! If he can keep putting together games like this, he might have a shot at Brady Quinn's career touchdown record of 95. All the great quarterbacks the Irish have had, guys like Joe Theismann, John Hewitt, nobody's even close to that.
Yeah, and that's crazy to think about being in that kind of a company. And Notre Dame's always been a good running team. And when they find quarterbacks and have great quarterback play, then I think they start to take off to that next level. And so far, he's showing that here today.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He lobs one high down the left side. They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down.
You know, when you talk to quarterback coaches, they oftentimes say, my goal for my guys is to complete 65 to 70% of his throws. That's not been the case for this guy. He is under 33% throwing in this game. That's the reason, guys, why they're losing.
This time he's got it. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Corner's going to give them room. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Now sliding to his left. Had to get rid of it quickly. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
Man, I don't know if you want that guy outside the pocket very often because he's so fast and he can do some damage, but they did a nice job containing him. Once he left the pocket, they were ready for it, came to him, he tried to throw the football. Nice hit on the quarterback as he's throwing to force a bad pass.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. After swapping ends of the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Just keeps slinging it. Fakes to grab. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions. Got to continue to get these first downs. Move quick. Don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. And the Rebels now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Oh, they're after him. Breaks loose. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there.
And this defense, how about it, man? Putting some pressure on the quarterback, getting the big sack, but now letting him take off and get so many yards back and climb back in this 3rd down situation. Good response by this offense from a disastrous 1st down.
Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32.
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock, continue to feed your dude.
The Rebels are in the hurry-up.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on 3rd down. Here's the pressure. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Never really got that return cranking, but The offense is set up at the 30.
And this is exactly the situation you want to get in as a defense. You got the lead late in the football game. You know they got to throw. And what do? You get to the quarterback, you hit him, and you get pressure on him. And then what?
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense got it. They're on the run. Scoop and scored. Touchdown, Rebels.
There is nothing better than watching a big boy do what he was born to do. Ball on the turf. The big fella scoops it up, and Palmer, thank God he didn't have to go far.
You know what? The thing I love about this too, David, is he never quit on the play. He pursued it, showed great effort. He was Johnny on the spot, bounced right into his belly. They may want to put this guy on short yardage goal line because he has a nose for the end zone.
The defense will have to key on the run and try to get this ball back. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. Bringing it back. And he was finding space, and he took it all the way back to the 22.
Dude, talk about having to have it. We needed to force the turnover. We had to get the football back. They're in such a good position to run out the clock, try to win. No, sir. Our ball, first down.
They'll give him maybe one on the play. It's down to the 20. They pull him down at the 17 after a pickup of 3. Third down, red zone play, crowd alive. The run inside, it's Lacy. Could be an alley. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8.
And they just kind of sneaked that one in there as a defensive guy, 3rd and 5+. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, and they slipped the run in.
And it's so nice then to have this guy at running back too, right? Because you could throw it to him on 3rd down or hand it off, and he's got the vision and the athleticism to go pick up that first, keep the drive going.
Fires to the tight end. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
And we haven't called his name a lot, and I think this offense, they need to find a way to continue to manufacture touches for the big tight end. And I don't care how you do it. I don't care where you line him up. He's that good, and if I'm this offense, I'm going to find him more often.
Could not find a hole. This defense clogging up everything. It's 3rd and goal.
And this defense sold out for the run. I love it. Physical, downhill, 2nd and goal. Nice job getting the stop, forcing the 3rd down.
This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. Drop play, quarterback keeps it. He didn't even have a chance to get back to the line. What a job by this defensive front.
I am an aggressive person, Paul. I like to put my foot on the gas. I like to go for it. But here, 2nd half, if I can tie the football game, a 4th down situation, I'm taking it.
You are aggressive spiritually, physically, and mentally. But I agree. You go field goal on this situation, and you put the pressure on your defense to go get a stop, get you the ball back, and give you a chance to win.
They'll run play action. Into the end zone. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. You got to take care of the ball, but there is room to take a shot here. Throwing, Carr. Quickly out to the tight end. Across the 25, he's got room. He's loose. He smashes his way through again. He's inside the 40. Past the 20. He's at the 10. And he crosses the goal line for the late touchdown.
That was a crazy-ass play. A good game, bro.
There's usually 2 different thought processes when I'm backed up towards my own goal line. Run it, create more space, or take a big shot and try to make a big play. And did this offense ever make a big play? 90-plus yard touchdown. That is how you do it.
And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. It bounds through the back of the end zone.
About to make a comeback. No lie. Take that W though.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. He wants a big play here late. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. He'll try to take it back.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close.
Almost.
A big INT. Finally, the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Boy, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you see the game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
And that was to win the game, too. Biatch. That's a W. Win your first game. It's good. I did that. No, I did that. Yeah, how much shit I do? Damn. Oh.
This is a live look at the Swamp, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium in Gainesville. It's the Notre Dame Fighting Irish and the Florida Gators. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
The Notre Dame head coach told me before the game he is concerned going to an environment like this, one of the best crowds in all of college football. They make it loud and frenetic. He has talked to his quarterback and his center about having a high level of communication here on the road. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. The Gators ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. On the run from inside his own 5. The fans are ready for this one. The booth's shaking underneath us, guys. The give is to Williams. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Well, that play was supposed to go to the outside.
Well, and the defense knew that, too. They saw the sweep right away, got to the outside, understood where the ball was trying to go. Listen, if you put those guys in a cage and you set an edge really hard, make that sweep that's designed where everybody's blocking out wide to go back inside, that's a win for the defense.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Carr from the gun on 3rd down. Finds his tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
And that's a frustrating drive. Not the drive they were trying to put together. 3 plays, couldn't find a way to break somebody loose. Catching the football, getting tackled. Offense still trying to get in a rhythm, trying to make something happen on their side of the field.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. They'll run out of the gun with Jaden Ball. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the 1st down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
Jones wants to throw it. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. The play action fake. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Brown. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Great recognition by the defense on that pass play. They knew exactly who the quarterback was going to, and they got there quick.
Already in field goal range, but now trying to convert this 3rd and long from the 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Blasted as he lets it go. He makes the catch. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal. Got stopped on 1st down. They'll try it again from the 2. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Got his man on the outside. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida! Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. On the move from inside his 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. Here come the Irish, back on offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on 1st down.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a 1st down. The Irish, after the chunk play through the air, back to the line. Here's Carr to throw. Lofts one deep down the right side. Got it in stride inside the 20. Just what they were looking for, a huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line.
Well, this offense is showing you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely flipped the field.
Got the quick pass. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Williams. And he's dragged down. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. From the gun on 3rd down, Carr. He makes a grab. And he will score. Touchdown, Notre Dame.
That's a nice job by the offense there in their 2nd drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls, and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll, and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. Their defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll move the wide receiver. Jones to throw. Pressure coming. And they got him.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and a first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
And now to try to put things in motion on 2nd and long from the 15. Back to pass. With the catch, it's Ball. Might have a chance. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Running inside, it's Ball. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Gators with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Looking to fire. Unloads it downfield. Hits him inside the 20, still going. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Florida.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Quick completion on the out route.
Nice job by the quarterback, pre-snap and post-snap. He knew the defense was going to be playing zone coverage, and there was no doubt in his mind where he was going with that football.
Trying to escape and get it himself. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire. From their own 23, it'll be 1st and 10. Carr. The throw to the outside is complete.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick 6. So nice job.
Fires one high and deep. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They're in the gun, 3rd down. Here's Carr. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. Offense staying on the field. They'll hurry up on 4th down. To the air again, Carr. Makes one man miss. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Oh, it's picked off. A rare mistake from this guy. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Jones wants to throw it. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. And down goes the quarterback. There are penalty flags down, but it looks as if this might be on the offense. After the holding penalty, the offense will try to hang on with a 1st and 20. He wants to throw it. Pocket breaking down. He sacked this defense all over him.
Sometimes you beat your guy and you get sacked so clean, and sometimes, like on this play, the DBs do a great job covering, make the QB hold the football, and then the rush gets home.
This defense will try to keep everything in front. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. After the big 1st down sack, it's 2nd down. Back to pass. Moving out to the right. Slings it downfield. And they can't make the connection. Offense breaks the huddle. It's 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Gators decide to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. He came so close to pinning them deep, but maybe just a little too greedy. Tried to get it too close, and it'll come out to the 20. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Wide receiver comes in motion. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26.
All right, so not a home run play for the offense, but I do like the creativity, and I like how they're going to stress this defense and do it in less conventional ways.
Makes the grab. It's Washington. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
And, man, guys, we talked about this guy coming into the game, right? He's good, and he can catch the football. He can make plays. That's his first target on the day. And I think the defense is just as surprised as we are, but the offense definitely got to get this guy more involved.
And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Quickly to the tight end. Makes the grab in their space. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. Notre Dame lines up quickly. C.J. Carr firing again. Complete on the left to Williams. Got some room, headed to the goal line. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. And now a chance to pull even as we get late here in the first half. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
Extra point here will tie the game. And that kick was perfectly down the middle. And that extra point leaves us deadlocked here in the second. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. Short gain on that run as the clock winds down here late in the half. The Gators are going to call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Corners are going to bail. He's going to fire deep. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And you wonder if that interception is going to bring this guy back down to reality a little bit. He was lights out early in this game. Everything he was throwing was right on the money, and that might have been a decision where he got a little bit greedy, and David, the defense made him pay.
And this defense has seen it time and time. They've been throwing the football, having success. Nice job adjusting, breaking on the football, making a play. They needed to break serve. They needed something to happen to go their way to kind of mess this guy's rhythm up. That might be the start of it.
Throwing Carr. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
To the air, it's Carr. Catch in the middle, it's Flanagan. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Throws for the tight end. Makes the catch. It's Flanagan. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Here's Carr to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Complete to the left. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. Just about set to get this second half underway. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Hauls it in down the sideline. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds. The Gators, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. Jones to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And it's an incomplete pass over the middle.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Throws to the tight end. Got a man. It's Jackson. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. The Gators have this offense rolling. The run inside. It's Pryor. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Well, this running back has been the only guy, obviously, who's touched the ball these first 2 plays. He's looked pretty good. I think it's safe to say everybody in the stadium here on 3rd down expecting him to get the ball again.
Headed to the line at the 23, trying to convert this 3rd and short. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And listen, on 3rd and 1, I'm bringing so many bodies near the line of scrimmage thinking you're going to run the football. But guess what? Now when I got all those bodies near the line of scrimmage, they're already there. I'm blitzing. I'm bringing pressure. I'm getting you on the ground.
Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. And here in the 3rd quarter, it is still a tie ball game. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. Carr. Caught behind the line. It's Williams. Turning it on. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
And that's a great play call by the offensive coordinator because that play is essentially the extension of a sweep play. You're getting your running back an extra touch to the perimeter of the field, so now he can go to work in open space.
Dropping back, it's Carr. Gets it out fast. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down.
Come on, defense, what are we doing? I mean, you can't miss this guy. He's like literally the biggest dude on the field. That time, completely wide open. That's way too easy for the offense. He caught the football. There was nobody even near him. Someone on defense has to locate this guy. They've got to communicate to each other if they're passing off in coverage. You can't let that guy be that wide open.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
This has been a tight one. 3rd quarter, all tied up. Is now 2nd and 10. Picked up 4 yards on the play. It'll be 3rd and 6. Notre Dame right back to the line. Quarterback making checks. Carr from the gun on 3rd down. Makes the grab. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
Hey, this offense is trying to stay aggressive. They want to blow this game open and take the lead. They're not going to settle for a field goal there, and that's why that last 3rd down was critical, that they were able to pick that up, keep the offense on the field, and think about 6 points.
Could not make his way to the corner. Backed up now here, 2nd and long. Again, it's Carr. Fires to the middle. Got his man. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. Notre Dame comes to the line. That last completion giving them a fresh set of downs. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Inside the 40. He's at the 40. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
I love defenses that make big plays, that understand what they're trying to get from the offense, understand how to attack it, jump some of these routes, make these interceptions, and then not only that, when you get the football, try to do something with it. Don't slide down. Don't take a knee. Try to bring that thing back to the house. You set your offense up for great field position.
Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So after that false start, now instead of 2nd and short, you've got 2nd and 8. Wide receiver going in motion. Off play action. Floating away. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And the QB leaves the pocket, and he scrambles out, and he goes to his right. And I love how he keeps his eyes down the field, trying to make a play, trying to throw the football, but the relentless chase, I love it. Getting to the quarterback. He throws an inaccurate pass because he gets whacked as he throws the football. Nice job chasing by the defense.
Oh, the big fella almost had the interception. Instead, it'll be 4th down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started.
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Right down the middle. Touchdown, Gators! They take the lead here in the 2nd half. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
We've reached the break. It's Florida with the lead. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the 3rd. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He's got great speed. Guided out of bounds at the 32 after a good return. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. And now, after being stymied for this entire 2nd half, they must put a scoring drive together here and answer that last touchdown. Catch in the middle. It's Flanagan. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10. Notre Dame lines up quickly.
Well, this defense has tried to find ways to disguise their coverage and mix it up to try to confuse the QB. It's not working though. With that last completion, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Here's C.J. Carr to throw. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down. The 3rd down's coming up.
You know, I feel for this offense, if they're going to get back in the game, I don't know if they're going to be able to do it with chunk plays. They're going to have to be methodical and generate some 1st downs and march down the field.
Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. 4th down, Carr. He's taking the shot. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
And that's such a good job by this defense. This offense is trying to find a spark, trying to get back in this football game. They're trying to be aggressive. The defense answers, and now you put your offense in a beautiful position to go out, execute a really good drive, and put a little distance between the other squad.
They'll probably bleed every second possible off this clock before they snap it. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The handoff, keep working on that clock. Knocked down after a 3-yard gain to the 25. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. At this point, the defense has little choice but to sell out to stop the run on 2nd and 7. Right back to the well. Oh, no, the ball popped out. This could change things. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. Remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. And the Gators have it with a 1st and 10. In the red area, it's Pryor. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. If they can pick up a yard here on 2nd down, that might put this one in the books. Handoff for Ball.
All right, defense, if they score, it's a wrap. It's over. So we got to find a way. I know the clock's our enemy, but we got to find a way to get a stop, put ourselves in a position and get the ball with some clock and try to go down and make something happen offensively.
Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time.
Really nice job by the defense, understanding 1st and goal. What do most people do on 1st and goal? They're going to try to run the football in. The defense says, nah, bro, not in my house. Nice job getting in the backfield, getting the stop.
Timeout is called by the offense. 16 seconds left in the game.
You love that decision if you're the head coach. You're trying to throw it in the end zone. Nothing's there. Good job by the quarterback, tucking it and running and just getting what he can get.
Still some work to do here on 3rd and goal from the 3. Jones wants to throw it. Trying to ball his way in. That was a huge 3rd down stop, but now the field goal can make it a 2-possession game. The offense gets the timeout. 12 ticks left on the clock. Here we go. What great shape they will be in if they can punch in a touchdown on 4th and goal. He's looking to pass. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not.
And this offense stays aggressive, and listen, everybody likes it when it works. But now you are leaning on your defense, and this thing just got interesting.
Throwing. Carr. Looking left. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Well, you look at the clock. They've got time for one more play, but they're out of Hail Mary range here, needing a touchdown to win this game. This is going to be a last-second, last-chance play that they practice, by the way, throughout the week.
He's going to throw deep right side. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. And a tremendous way for this defense.